everyone. Welcome to Living Room Theater. It's me, Kesa, and I'm a little nervous about today's video. So this is part one of a three-part series where we are going to talk about stage fright. If you don't know what stage fright is, I can tell you right away that it is not, in fact, the fear of stages. Instead, it's the feeling of nervousness or fear or anxiety that you get before performing on stage in front of people. And it's actually super common. I still get stage fright every single time before I'm about to sing in front of people. And I have to work constantly with my voice teacher and other mentors on how to get it under control and be able to perform regardless of my stage fright. What's funny is that I have absolutely no problem and no fear and no anxiety when I sing alone by myself. I sing in the shower, I sing in my bedroom, I sing outside. As long as there aren't people there, I'm fine. But as soon as I have an audience, I get really nervous, I get really anxious, and I have a hard time doing it. And that's why we're going to focus on the audience today, because that's a really big component of stage fright. So one of the things that I have done to make the audience feel a little less scary and to perform despite my stage fright is by picturing them wearing something really silly. If you've ever watched me perform live, I'm sorry, but I have imagined you as a silly creature. So today we're going to do an art activity that is hopefully going to make the audience feel a little less scary and a little more silly. So today you are going to need some paper and some coloring utensils. This can be anything. I'm using my mug of markers, but you can use crayons or coloring pencils or really anything that you use when you make art. Go ahead and pause the video, grab your materials, and meet me back here to make some art. So we are going to draw a very silly audience member together, and this can be anything. Really use your imagination on this. This could be someone, just a normal person who's wearing a silly costume, or it could be a bug or an animal. Just pick something that you can use your imagination to fill an audience with that might feel a little bit less scary than actual people. We'll begin with the brainstorming phase. So I'm going to ask you a series of questions about your audience member that you are creating and imagining, and you can either take down notes or just sit there and think about it and see how you could answer these questions. Hopefully this will spark some ideas and get you to know your audience member a little bit better. Remember, there are no wrong answers. This is entirely up to you. Okay, first question. What color is your audience member? How tall are they? Do they have feathers? How do they walk? What do they smell like? How many eyes do they have? What are they wearing? How old are they? Do they have fur? Scales? Where do they live when they're not at your show? Finally, what sound do they make? Great, now we can draw. I'm going to draw one audience member, but you can draw as many as you like. All right, let's go. Awesome. Here is my audience member. What do you think? They have a triangular face, they have big wings, and a big orange coat. What does your audience member look like? Remember, it doesn't have to look like mine. It can be completely different. All right, you can go ahead and keep working on your audience member. You can draw a variety of different ones or a bunch of the same, however you want to do it. Take your time and have fun with it. Don't forget to save these drawings for our next video because you're going to need them. Now, one more thing I want to tell you before I go. These audience members that you just created, they're your friends, and they're actually really, really kind. They are so excited to watch you perform regardless of what you do on stage. They are super understanding and they think that you're awesome no matter what your performance is. And they're pretty silly. So the next time you go on stage and you have a little bit of stage fright, imagine the entire house, every member of the audience, turning into these silly creatures. Remember that they're on your side and they want to see you have fun. And maybe they're not so scary after all. If you like this video, stay tuned for next week when we have our second part of this Stage Fright series. And please like this video, subscribe to my channel, send it to a friend. And finally, from my living room to yours, let's make some theater.